Hey, welcome back. In full closure, no. Blah blah blah, whatever. Anyhow, so what I'm doing is I'm using the industry trick so I can fly around, and I'm going through and putting telegraphs at every one of these facilities so that I can just fast travel to them and well, just makes things easier. So basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to build track from the sawmill over here, because this one actually does take some of the wood, so we don't have to worry about going all the way to the oil, not the oil, but the iron ore mine or the iron smelter. Now that water well is not actually there. That's what I'm using to fly around. So like, as soon as I click that, I see it's gone. And then, oops. As long as you put the telegraph somewhere where it's not going to be in the way of future track, doesn't matter. I guess, actually, it doesn't matter regardless, because you can just delete it if you have to. So again, I'm in industry. I'm grabbing the water well, using spacebar to go up. I have no idea how to go down, and holding shift to kind of fly fast. So one of these takes one of the wood product, the other one takes the other. So I'm going to work on putting all this together and somehow turn around to go back. I don't really know for sure I'm going to run that other track just yet. Okay, this one takes the planks. Facility, telegraph office, boom. Now, if you go in the map and click on any telegraph office you have, you'll come in and drop right wherever you put it. So, just to show you what I've done over here, because a lot has changed. Like I said, I ran wood back and forth over there relentlessly, or logs. And then once I got done, I realized I have to buy a different set of cars. So I decided to put, what's going on here? My Xbox controller's taking over again. Hang on. There we go. So what I've done here is I laid down, I really wish there was a easier way to do that. I've laid down a bunch of gravel, and then I came off this track here. You got one that goes over to the previous kind of rail yard, and then this one comes over, and as you can see, it splits, then splits again. And I kind of use this here to line all the tracks up, all them four ways. I just ran from a split to the four way. Well, from the four way to the split, it was actually easier to do it that way. And then just to kind of make a staging line, if you will, put a bump on each one. And I switched over here because this is where I'm going to eventually build the train yard, or the engine yard, whatever. So as long as the engines are back past that split, at least on that track, no problem. And then I did the same thing here, another set of four ways, and then bump stops all the way across. I mean, is it the best? Probably not. Definitely not. But will it work for us? Well, it works for me so far. So, I made enough money that I went ahead and bought another train, engine, and also bought more cars. I did not realize this, but these longer cars are Gen 1 cars, basically. So at your entry level into the game, you can actually get these, and these are just better. So get those. The first thing we're going to do, I don't know if there's any fuel in this thing or not. A little. Okay. Everything should be. Yeah, we're ready to rock. So we're going to the lumber yard and we're going to get both planks and posts. Again, in the comments, let me know what you think about the audio, because OBS is not, the meter is not working for whatever reason on my system. And it definitely should be, but it's not. I'm gonna bump the train down a little bit. Just, I got the feeling it's a little loud. So not only do they hold more freight, they handle better. They go around corners better. Why? You got a set of trucks on there that articulate versus just the straight axles, kind of like on our lumber car there, or whatever you want to call it. Tender, I guess. See, it just, I don't know, just kind of pivots on them like the engine does, where you got your front axle there that actually does articulate. Those do not, but these do. So as long as the tender or the engine can handle the corner, those will handle the corner. Make sense? Probably not. I'm terrible at explaining things, but let's just say those cars are better, period. I mean, they just are. You're going to be able to get XP faster, you're going to be able to get profits faster, and you can go faster. And that's, let's face it, that's the most important thing, the speed. Oh crap, I forgot. I gotta switch track up ahead. Once we get off this main line, I gotta switch up there. So I'm gonna start braking. This thing has like the worst brakes ever, especially once you load those cars. Okay, now to figure out which one of these goes to which. This one. Hey. You can always look down here to make sure the direction you're wanting to go is the side you want the gap on. If that makes any sense. We want to go straight. We want, which is technically the right side of the switch. So we want the gap on the right side. Also, this will be on the right side. See, this switch here is coming off the left side. If you're looking at it this way, it goes to the right, right? Gap's on the right, switch is on the right. Makes sense? Of course it does. All right. I'm also going to switch track over here. I won't have to worry about the first one because it's spring operated, so it'll automatically swap over. This one, I need the gap on the other side. Need to switch point that way because we need to get on that side. I hope you're smelling what I'm stepping in here. Trying to explain it the best I can. So I want to load it 50-50. It doesn't really matter, but this first time around I'm going to try to load it 50-50 just so we can go both those points. After that, like I said, like I did last time, I'll probably run freight off camera. Just to build up revenue or whatever for the next stage. Man, I shouldn't have drank that energy drink. A, I'm scatterbrained. And B, I'm gonna have to spring a leak here for long. As long as I don't do it before I go to the bathroom, it'll be fine, right? Yeah. As long as I don't forget why I went into the bathroom. Hate it when that happens. Whoa, stop. Betsy, where are you going? The engines do get much better. Stop. Thank you. You're so kind. I'm glad you listened. Okay. Click and click. As long as you got these lined up on the wagon anywhere, the next wagon, because of this size of wagon, auto is it. They can only hold 3. I think these hold 6. So if I put 12 here, I guess we'll use the first 4 cars as the ties or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the heck they're called. It is a little tricky lining them up. However, this is online, so you're supposed to, like, theoretically play with a couple other players. And then you could have somebody kind of spotting you. So, what the? Oh, God, I thought I was backing up. All right. Now we'll move up and get some lumber. That's exactly what. Oh, so the other ones are called beams. I remember now. My cats are upstairs terrorizing each other. I can hear them in the recording studio. I can hear them up there, and it sounds like, I don't know, if felines play death metal, because they're like running around jumping on stuff, so you hear the percussion, if you will, of their little paws getting on everything. And then you hear them. Yeah, it sounds like some psychotic death metal band. I mean, I guess if you're into that thing, you'd probably be headbanging right about now. I am not into that. I do like hard rock. I do like metal. I do not like death metal. Or scream metal, whatever you want to call it. I need them to articulate. This is not the 90s no more. I don't need like incoherent lyrics. Now I'm basically going to just run this up to where we're going to have to start building tracks. Just to test this loop, because we have not even tested this loop yet. I mean, I'm pretty positive that the loop works, but we could have missed a rock. We could have missed a shrub. Because we all know that a little shrub will stop a train dead in its tracks. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was designed for buffalo, but heaven forbid it hits a shrub. Oof. The mayhem. I'm being a little too mean to the developers. This game's still under development, okay? It's actually, I don't know what it is about this game. Why it's pleasing. Like, I have no effing idea. But something about building a track and then running the track is just uber satisfying. It takes up a lot of my time. But no, like it just, I don't know. Something about it is just satisfying. I mean, I'm not even going to say it's like necessarily like, you know, oh my God, fun or whatever. It's just satisfying. But that said, I'll be right back. Oh, so much better. All right, let's get out of this thing. We don't have to worry about blocking the traffic because there is none. So we're going to take a good look at this because I think there's going to be an issue. I basically want to run straight across, right? And then I got to go that way. However, I'm also going to have to go that way. So I can't tell if this land is level or not. I mean, I know there's a hump here, hump there. So I'm going to have to go through there, and there's a hump here. This looks fairly flat over here. So you get to right about there. So, nope, it's not flat. It's most definitely not flat. Holy crap, it's not even remotely flat. All right, well, anyhow, what I was getting at. I was going to do another roundabout. I've never really seen a train use a roundabout. I kind of think it's comical in a way. But, in this instance, I don't think that might work. I guess we'll drop down, pick a high point. Jeez. You there. Square them up somewhat. I mean, this is going to fail regardless, I'm pretty sure. Take another gander. All right. Basically what I'm going to do is the right-hand switch over here and curse the gods. Knew that was going to be a problem. Absolutely knew it. Like I said, we're going to demolish that switch. I want to see if this will actually work. No. We might be able to eventually trick it, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, that's not the way to do it. Nope, sure not. The way to do it, which sucks, but we're going to do it. Get rid of that, come up. We're just going to go straight up 2 degrees and go out 10. 10, 10, 10. Thank you. Oh, what? Why you no go 10? 10? Are you serious? How about 12? Why won't you? Something's not jiving whatsoever here. Fine, we'll do it this way. Go out 12 and up 2. Stick you there. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. about 10 again? Up 2. This is going to present a problem. I know it. Just know it. All right. Now, you. Switch right. There we go. Are you off the ground? Of course not. It is close enough for gameplay, though. But here's the question. Yep, so no, it's not. Ay, ay, ay. All right, you commie. Now, you will rise to the occasion. Yoink. Yoink. Ah. Switch right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, unlike my switch yard that I built earlier down there, I forgot to space these tracks out. It's usually a problem. However, if you put them on the opposite side of each other, then you can switch them. But for some reason, if they're like right next to each other, forget about it. Now we're going to curve. I want to do a bit of a gradual turn. We're going to go for 100 meter. See how that looks. And we'll go 80. 70, actually, you know what? I feel like 70 is actually the magic number, to be honest. Don't know why. It just seems to work. We're going to bring her down. I'm going to try to never go more than 2%. But that's really kind of close there. Now for the unfortunate ugly side effect. But it is what it is. And we may not even be able to do it. Oh, we got it. See, that's the ugly side effect. I will fix it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm trying to keep this as equal as possible. End of the day, it's just not going to be the best. I'm going to go back to 70 the other direction. Down 2. Take her out to 90. I think that's where we went. Might have been 80. It was actually like 82. Did that even go down or did that go up? That went up. I'm a professional, I promise. It did go down. That crap. Close enough for government work. So I'm going to have that line going that way. I'm going to have a line coming off of it. We're going to go ahead and go around the corner a little bit more. Now we're going to have, I think it's a switch to the right. We can make it work. Or not. Hmm. Hmm. Weird how I'll go there. All right, no problem. Here's what we're going to do. We know the straight section is going straight, right? So, seems how you want to be annoying. No, you don't want to connect at all. What the crap? Really? Are you serious? Fine. What I wanted you to do in the first place. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Weird. Go on around the corner. Hopefully we're not getting too low to connect to the future over there. Okay, fine. Yep, he needs to go that way. We're going around. I'm going to go ahead and set my tracks now, or my switches, I mean. First one doesn't matter. This one does. Yep. Okay. First one doesn't matter. That one does. And that one should be good to go. No idea where my track is over there. Not a problem though. We're going to take this guy and we're going to curve. Come down at the same time. Right about there. Just so I can see. I want to curve him right there. This is lined up good enough for now. So now I'm going to take a full way. And we're going to take this guy in that direction. Climb up here, get the switch. Boom. That works for me. Should be gentle enough to just fly down through there. Get rid of those guys. Or no, we're even Steven. And now we're going to fix this ugliness. Come over here, grab some gravel. Turn it the direction we kind of want to go. Fine tune it with the star key and get down to ones. Oh, just make sure we're going straight. Oh, wow. Yeah. That'll be good enough to hide all the ugly. It hid all the ugly. Do the same thing over here. Turn this guy around. Like I said, we're not trying to make it perfect. We're just trying to hide the ugly. You know, kind of like, makeup. Man, we got a bunch of these needs fixed. Can't tell which way this is going. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, as long as you can live with it. Then it's good enough, right? Oh, that was so close. Yet so far away. Yeah. I mean, technically it's close enough, but we'll just go ahead and run them too. Fair enough. We hid the ugly at least. I mean, yeah, it could be better, but it's better than a hole that makes no sense. I mean, that makes no sense. If I had some trusses under it, I wonder if I could have done that actually. Too late now. We have gone too far. Now I think the rest of that is good all the way across there. Yes. Yes, it is. Outstanding. I mean, I knew it was. I said to myself, self, it's perfect. And you all were like, yep, sure is. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear what you're thinking. Not really. Wouldn't it be kind of cool though, like to be able to actually hear what people were thinking? I mean, granted, a lot of people you probably don't want to know what they're thinking. However, at least you would know if they're being genuine with you or not. I mean, one might argue that's kind of, invasion of privacy or whatever, but at the same time, I'm sorry, but people lie constantly. And for that matter, there seems to be over a bunch of scam artists out there that for some reason that think, I kid you not, if you call them out, they think you're the bad guy for, stopping them from stealing your money. All right. I'm just saying, like, wow. Going back to if you could actually read people's minds, know what they're truly thinking, then you would protect yourself from being scammed or conned. And that to me is priceless. Or would be priceless, I guess. We'll go ahead and raise this guy up. Gradually bring him up to here, I guess. But I can assure you this. If there's anybody invading my privacy trying to read my mind, boy, they need a psychiatrist. Actually, their psychiatrist would probably need a psychiatrist. All right, now we're lined up there. I'm not going to worry about that part yet because that part is going to be whatever. It'll be easy. Easy peasy. And at least the steepest grade is on the downhill run. So we kind of got that going for us. Does it look kind of wonky? Yeah. Yeah. Is it a smooth grade? Yes, it is. All right. So, whoops. Wait. What was that? What? Okay, whatever. So we'll come back down here to the... Well, how am I doing on time? Better than I thought. Okay. Still really long. And I apologize. Well, that figures. Of course, that doesn't line up with this. Why would it? I think we're going to have to do a bypass trick. Interesting. That's good there. Drop you there. All right. I'm going to raise them up too. That's plenty high. Drop you in. Now I know I want that track the same height. So what I'm going to do here is kind of dumb, but it works. We go too far? I think we're just right, actually. Hold on. If this works, oh my god. You know what? Wunderbar. That's fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Okay, cool. That's gotta be the easiest I have ever done this. Absolutely fantastic. Just, oh my god. Okay, so like I said, I want to bypass just in case I end up having multiple cars at some point in time. And the problem is I also want to be able to turn around. This could be a bit of a problem because I don't think that there's enough room to do a turnaround. Well, that's not right. I did left over there, need right. That's definitely not right. I mean, it's right, but it's not right. No. Hold on. I have one of those there brain farts. I know what I need to do now. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to put a temporary switch left. Now we're going to put a switch right. And hope we get the right one. That is the right switch, but now if I just remember which one I grabbed. That one? Oop. No, dang it. I want to switch left. That one? Yes, that one. And I want it to connect here. Okay. That's where we're going to come in at. Mother of God. Now we can get rid of that because we don't need it. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Okay. So, bypass lane here is already made. That's going to bypass. Problem is, I don't... Crap. I don't know if I can make it... around this corner. Like, that will make it, but can I get turned around? I know I don't want to go more than 40. We're just going to go ahead and take it to 40 now. One thing we have kind of going for us is the fact that this side is longer. So if we have to S-curve in, oof, we can. Unfortunately, it's going to be one heck of an S curve. So this switch track will not work. We're going to go with switch track right. Boy, oh boy. He's going to go out like that. This guy's going to go out like that. Now, how bad of a corner is this going to be? I got a feeling this is like going to be a... The stars line up at 40. Awesome. Okay, well, I know what we need to do. We're going to build like here. Come out a little bit more. We're going to we're going to make all kinds of boo-boos. That's what we're going to do. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes. That'll work. Okay. So we have our turnaround. Now all we gotta do is build our bypasses so we can connect them on the other side. Oops. Crap. We're gonna have to have a turnaround on both sides. Yay. No problem. Switch right. Are you guys as thoroughly confused as I am at this point? Probably watching this like, what are you doing, man? It's not that difficult. Oh, but it is. Okay. So, it's really not actually. I'm just overthinking it. But that's fine because I got a plan now, sort of. I mean, if you believe that, I also have some oceanfront property in Arizona. Okay, so I'm going to go out just 10, 20, 15. We'll go 15 more. Now, yeah, that'll do. Go ahead and crank it up to 40. Yoink. Yoink. From here, I'm going to go ahead and think about it for a minute. I might just have to be satisfied with that. That'll work, but it's not pretty. Now we get to play the game. Is it a tree or is it a bush? Bush. That was a tree. I was really hoping that we would actually be able to do this delivery on this video, but we're pushing into an hour already. All right, cool. And we still have a bypass lane, which I'm not really 100% sure if this is going to stay above the ground or not. I really need to just run it back real quick. As long as you can see the boards above it, like this right here is going to be really close. But it should be fine. That, however, will not be. Wee. Oh, wow. Back up. Like a roller coaster over here. That should be enough for this guy. If I put the right switch in. And connect to the correct side. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a little spicy, dicey, whatever you want to say. Actually, it doesn't have to be that spicy. There we go. Besides that, you're going to be pulling out of the yard, so you really should be going kind of slow. So you get kind of the gist of how I'm doing this. I think I'm going to build the other one off screen just to save a little bit of time on this video. So when I tell you that took a long time to complete, because remind you, I had to come back over here and finish this track too. I probably spent another hour and a half off camera just laying all that in. And now I'm just testing it, make sure everything is good, which I mean it should be. This incline is a little worrisome. But that's also one of the reasons why I went with a roundabout. Alright. So far so good. Once we get this delivered, I'm going to go up in the air and give you an overhead view of what we've done. Because I think it's kind of, I don't know, kind of cool. I had to completely redo the entrance over here to whatever this first factory is. I'm not really sure. I think it's the ironworks maybe. Once we get around this bend, I'll start shedding some speed off because, well, we'll be making our first delivery. So we're going to go ahead and kill the regulator altogether. And I'm going to apply about 50% brake, 50 or 60. Brake off. Ghost in here. Unfortunately, the first thing we got to offload is the planks. Then that one down there will give us coal for here. The iron will come from up the hill, I guess. Or wait, yeah, that's coal. Coal comes from somewhere else entirely. No, that does come from there. Iron comes from above the hill. Right? Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Kind of an optical illusion on lining up. You think you're lined up and then you go back there and you're like way off. Actually, I think we are good for both. Yep. We got 12. Cool. That was pure luck. Not even going to try to lie about that one. Now, the way I did this thing over here, this was tricky. I had to do a lot sharper bends than I wanted to in order to accomplish this. But regardless, we do have our turnaround. We do have a bypass. And we're set up to go up the long hill, which I'm probably going to have to time lapse that one because that's going to be a lot. Go ahead and kill the regulator again. This is a retardedly sharp bend. This is a 30. I did not. That's why I do not want to do a 30, like ever. Has some brake force. Like all of it. Well, better safe than sorry, I guess. I'll get this offloaded, then we're going up in the air. Alrighty, ladies and gents, this is what we've done so far. We got our bypass over here on the left. It's going to circle around. And if for some reason we need to get over there, we can, because we got a switch right there. Or we'll just bypass straight on around. Come way down yonder. Our big circle our roundabout. There we go. Which comes all the way down here. Through a series of switchbacks. To all that stuff over there. Which comes back to this roundabout, which is eventually going to go off that way. I think. Is there something over there? Yeah. Way over there. But regardless, it comes down here. Our big switching yard. All the way around. To the logging camp. I don't know how much track we've laid, but quite a lot. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. And if so, why don't you, do all that, that stuff. Till next time, y'all. Happy railroading.